A special counsel has just been appointed to oversee the Hunter Biden investigation, but this isn't an investigation. It's a cover-up. Biden's Attorney General Merrick Garland handpicked the same Delaware prosecutor who's been covering for the Bidens for the last 25 years.
On Tuesday of this week, Mr. Weiss advised me that in his judgment, his investigation had reached a stage at which he should continue his work as a special counsel, and he asked to be so appointed. Upon considering his request, as well as the extraordinary circumstances relating to this matter, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint him as special counsel.
David Weiss, who just spent the past 5 years squelching this investigation, is still in charge. Weiss tipped off Hunter Biden to search warrants, ran out the clock on the statute of limitations, never opened the laptop, and never followed up on the $5 million Joe Biden bribe allegation. This same man is now being tapped to conduct an investigation that he never did in the first place. The same prosecutor who a judge caught cooking up a sleazy plea deal for Hunter is not the right man for the job. AG Garland will have Weiss on a short leash. Republicans should demand to see the scope memo detailing the parameters of this investigation, because I doubt Weiss is allowed to pursue leads leading to Joe Biden. Will Weiss pursue the offshore bank accounts or Biden's family piggy bank, the Wilmington Trust account? We just spent 5 years waiting for this investigation to wrap up. But the IRS whistleblowers, the Biden bribe allegation, and the threat of impeachment blew up the immunity deal, again, thanks to a judge who asked the right questions. So this special counsel appointment is designed to drag this investigation on for at least another year and a half, past the next election. This is all coming off the heels of the oversight chair, James Comer, announcing he was moving towards subpoenaing Biden family's financial records, just as Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced an upcoming impeachment inquiry, just as House Republicans were expecting to haul in Weiss to testify this fall. But with special counsel status, that's not happening. Weiss is off limits.
A former federal prosecutor I spoke to just before this event said to me the appointment of a special counsel would have the effect of delaying a resolution on the Hunter Biden matter, in his opinion. And it would certainly delay any anticipated testimony from the U.S. attorney in Delaware to Republicans on Capitol Hill.
Meaning, Weiss won't be asked this. Why didn't you crack open the laptop, follow up on the bribes, or get rid of the moles in your office? All of these answers get buried, and the so-called investigation continues in the dark. David Weiss isn't even qualified to be special counsel. By law, to become special counsel, you have to be, quote, a lawyer with a reputation for integrity and impartial decision-making, conducting investigations expeditiously and thoroughly, which David Weiss has none of. He's not prosecuting expeditiously. He spent 5 years investigating Hunter and only came back with 2 tax misdemeanors and a squashed gun crime. And he doesn't have a reputation for integrity either. David Weiss was covering up for the Bidens back in 2008. When Joe Biden went to a Delaware beer baron asking him for a $100,000 donation, this beer baron suggested he'd have all of his employees donate, straw donors. That's a crime. But Weiss sent the beer baron to prison for that, but didn't lay a finger on Joe. The beer baron even offered to wear a wire to catch Biden, but Weiss said no. Then years later, Weiss tried to sneak through a Hunter Biden plea deal, blanket immunity, until it fell apart under public scrutiny. It's the Delaware way. Weiss is a lifelong Delaware prosecutor. Delaware is the Biden family's fiefdom. They know who Weiss is. Biden's 2 Senate cronies, Carper and Coons, blue-slipped him into the U.S. attorney spot. Weiss wasn't Trump's pick. It's why Garland picked him to be special counsel. Biden and Garland are going to use Weiss as a shield to stonewall the Comer investigation. Weiss will drag this on past 2024. He's moving venues out of Delaware. The last judge was too sharp. And into D.C. and California, well, they'll chop the case to a more lenient judge to set up a sweeter plea deal. But this really gives Biden more time to pardon his son. Once Hunter's immunity deal blew up, the pardon was the only move. If Biden's reelected, we'll predict probably softer Hunter plea deals, but if Trump's elected again, we predict Biden pardons Hunter on the way out the door. Today's move just buys time to run out the clock. Eventually, the special counsel will put out a report, and Weiss will explain why he didn't prosecute Joe Biden because Joe Biden's innocent, and the media will say the special counsel exonerated him. It's a cover-up between the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the White House. But there's one problem with the plan. All this is going to do is ignite an impeachment inquiry. House Republicans see this as obstruction of justice. The special counsel can slow things down, but House oversight is legally entitled to documents and witnesses. The impeachment inquiry gives Republicans the apex of investigatory power, which they'll have to have now. Impeachment inquiry is the only way forward.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.